This used to be me. I was working out 10 to 20 hours a week doing jujitsu, movement, handstand, strength, mobility, not because I was trying to get fit, but because moving made me so happy. Then a year ago, I got COVID. I had what was considered a mild case as I did not need to be admitted into the hospital. I had maybe an hour where my breathing was so slow and labored, my boyfriend worried I was dying. For several days, my body was knotted up in so much pain that I couldn't sleep, couldn't lie down. It was like someone had taken a bat to my entire body, beating me so hard that even my bones felt bruised. At 3 in the morning, I would hobble down the stairs to my living room so I could hang on our gymnastic rings and do spinal waves for 30 seconds before even that tired me out too much. Gentle movements here and there helped alleviate the pain just enough to give me a break from the agony. Then I lost my sense of smell and taste. I only found out because my boyfriend's mother dropped off some food. After eating, I remember thinking, how odd. She's usually a better cook than this. Everything is so bland. She also dropped off groceries and had thrown in a bag of raw garlic cloves. I thought they were peeled water chestnuts and ate two without tasting a thing before my throat and nose started burning. I fully recovered in about 3 to 4 weeks. I celebrated the return of my taste buds with deep-fried pickles. It was orgasmic. I still remember the way my tongue puckered like a wave back to front from the flood of hot pickle juice filling my mouth. I remember starting 2021 feeling ecstatic. I had caught COVID and recovered. My body was now filled with antibody warriors ready to help me see the rest of the pandemic through. Yay! Well, joke's on me because I turned out to be one of the unlucky ones who would have their lives erased by what is called COVID long hauler syndrome, or long COVID, or PASC. I use the word erase because long COVID takes away everything you enjoy, everything that makes you who you are, everything that matters to you. It sucks all the happiness, fulfillment, connection out of life because all these things that used to give you a reason to get out of bed now makes you sick.
You're feeling good? Oh.
I couldn't exercise, I couldn't work. Any kind of physical, mental, or emotional stress would trigger a relapse. At my worst, just walking down the driveway meant having to lie in bed for days to recover. I had no idea there were so many different kinds of fatigue until I had long COVID. There's the sedated kind where it feels like I'm moving through peanut butter. Then there's the sleepy kind where I feel like I haven't slept for 24 hours even though I had just woken up an hour ago. The worst kind of fatigue is where I feel sick to my bones. Simply lying in bed makes me feel like my body is stuck in an ever-rotating kaleidoscope, my edges constantly folding in on myself. If I was an avatar in a video game, it's like my body has glitched and I'm clipping through the edge of the world. I quit my desk job because processing multiple things at the same time was impossible now. Even on my best days, it was like my brain had been downgraded to one of those old Macintosh computers in elementary school. I was told by multiple doctors that there was nothing anyone can do because my lab tests kept coming back normal. I started crying during yet another doctor's appointment because I had been feeling so bad for so long. Even after 9 months, I was getting worse. I was scared and I was begging my doctor for help. You know what she said? She told me there was nothing she could do if my lab tests were normal. Then she told my boyfriend I needed to be put on antidepressants. My boyfriend told her this was the last time we would reach out to mainstream medicine and demanded that she do one last round of blood work to test for everything she could think of. When the results came back, the only anomaly was elevated cholesterol. The doctor sent me a message through their electronic portal. Blood work normal. Recommend exercise. During the appointment, I had told her I couldn't even walk down the driveway, and now she tells me I need to exercise. I had lost the greatest joy in my life. Movement. And in 2 sentences, she trivialized my suffering and made me question everything I had gone through. You'd think a statement as simple as I am sick is enough to stand on its own, but it's not. It's been about 3 months since I saw that message. You know, my elevated cholesterol, turns out it's a symptom of long COVID. I'm no longer livid at the way she treated me because in many ways I understand her position and the pandemic hasn't been easy. especially for medical professionals. But I'm still sad about what happened, deeply sad, because that was the moment I realized how alone I was in the world. You grow up thinking that doctors are to be trusted and admired, and to be fair, there are many, many great doctors out there, but my doctor was not one of them. I did not fit in a box, so she chose not to see me. Even worse, she made me feel like it was my fault for not fitting in this box. I saw quite a few doctors this last year, and almost all of them treated me the same way. I spoke with another long hauler, and he put it in a way that I will never forget. He said that COVID is in many ways the perfect virus. It not only makes you physically sick, but it also exposes just how flawed our medical system is. I'm recovering now, thanks to the doctors at Incel DX. Sadly, they're not considered mainstream medicine, which is just bonkers to me. Their protocol worked for me, and it works so damn fast that I can't believe how much better I feel today. Only 2 months ago, I wouldn't have had the energy or the brain capacity to make this video. Because I am recovering, I can look back on this year and be thankful for everything that happened. I have a newfound respect for myself, not only for the resilience required to endure being sick for so long, but also for learning how to better speak up for things that matter to me. I wouldn't be here today if I hadn't decided to keep fighting for myself when so many people essentially told me to sit down and shut up. As a Chinese Canadian female, I am used to remaining in the background and letting others influence the way I feel and think. Long COVID wreaked havoc on my body, but it has forced me to grow a backbone, and I'm learning to use my voice. I'm still not used to hearing myself speak, but if I don't speak for myself, who will? I used to be the kind of person who had the capacity, creativity, and drive to do so much. But when you can only do 1 or 2 things in a single day because of your health, you realize quickly what really matters in your life. I think this is the most important thing I learned this last year. There was so much noise in my life before COVID that truly did not matter. Like building a career around someone else's dream, worrying about what other people thought, or even keeping an impeccably clean house. All I want now is my loved ones to be happy and healthy, my life filled with love and nourishment, lifelong personal growth to be the kind of woman my future kids will be proud of, and movement. Yes, I started working out again. Just small things here and there, nowhere near what I used to be able to do, but with a full recovery just around the corner. I can now look forward to surpassing the mover I was a year or 2 ago, so I could do incredible things and inspire others to do the same. Let me know in the comments about your experience with long COVID. I might do another video later on about my recovery if there's enough interest. This is a brand new channel, and your support would mean a lot to me.